Hey everyone, what's up? It's your boy Motionless, and welcome to Comments and Thoughts. And this episode is all about Star Wars Battlefront and whether or not it will be good or it will be terrible, blah 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 blah, all that jazz, cookies, and milk. So first off, you're getting some Battlefield Hardline gameplay due to the fact that, well, I didn't really want to record Star Wars, and the first time I actually recorded Star Wars, it was just terrible gameplay. It was just cringe, like it just hurt to watch, honestly. So now, I'm not saying the game is bad or anything. The beta was terrible. It was just that I was just sucking so bad that I even thought, what the fuck? Was I high while recording this? Was I unable to hit anything? And it was just so embarrassing. So I'm first going to just talk about this with some Battlefield Hardline. I may throw a few Star Wars Battlefront clips in there. So I hope you guys enjoy that when it gets in there, if it is in there. Most likely it will not be, but just saying. So, first of all, saying Star Wars Battlefront, will it be good? I'm hoping so. So far, after playing the beta, it was actually pretty enjoyable. It was really fun actually playing with my friends and having like a really good time, like just killing bad guys. Well, you can't say killing bad guys when you can play as this, like, the bad guys. So, but in their perspective, they're the bad guys. Anywho, after playing that game, it was really fun, and there are quite a few problems in that game that I will be pointing out in a few seconds and saying how they can fix it and what they can do for it. But first, I'm going to say some nice things about this game. I'm going to say what I liked about this game, then I'm going to say something bad about this game, and then what they can do to solve it. So first of all, I like to say first of all, the way the game looks itself, it looks really great. It looks actually pretty nice. The graphics are actually pretty good for just a beta too. So, like, touche on that. Not touche. Good job on that, and you guys actually did a really good job on that. Another thing is, I enjoy how large scale the maps are. They are pretty fucking huge. Well, except there's two maps they only let us play, and one of them was the snow area where the battle path was. And first of all, I'm gonna apologize right now because I am not a huge Star Wars fan, nerd thing. I love Star Wars. It's just that the last time I saw Star Wars was when I was like 7. So I barely remember shit about Star Wars. All I remember are some of the characters' names, and that's as far as I'm going. Because you ask me trivia about Star Wars, and I'm gonna look like a dumb fuck. So, when I was a kid, I loved Star Wars, and then ever since, I just love Star Wars. Ever since, I haven't watched it again recently. I haven't watched it in a while. Last time I saw it was when I was 7. So the snow area, which I'm gonna say, just in case if you're also not a Star Wars fan, but you just love Battlefield and stuff, so you're gonna get this game probably. The area is actually pretty enjoyable. It looks beautiful for a snow area, and you fight against the AT-AT walkers pretty much, and you're just like, holy fuck, those things are awesome to kill. When you kill one of those things, it is the most satisfying. It feels so good to kill one of those things. It's like someone okay, let me put it in perspective where it's like if a girl came up to you and she just immediately just started rubbing your nips, and you're just like, okay, this is awesome. I don't know why she's doing this, but hey, she's a chick, she's hot, and I like that my nipples are being rubbed for some reason. So I'm just thinking this is pretty awesome. The fact that this place it looks beautiful, and I love killing the AT-AT. It just feels so good. Or when you get a control one, it feels awesome. It feels like you are a boss, and nothing can stop you, which is half right, half false. So I have to say that map is really fun. The other map was I cannot remember the name of that place for the shit of me. But pretty much the other map that was there was also pretty fun. Unfortunately, sometimes spawn trapping was too easy due to the fact that the map is huge and there is like a hill point. So pretty much you go up on wherever you spawn. You pretty much go up a little bit, and it's like a hill. And these are like crevices and all the different paths, and yeah, when you ever make contact with people there, it could be epic battles and all that. But the problem is, since it is a hill, someone can stand on top of it or on top of one of the crevices of the hill, and then look at your spawn and just pick you off one by one with no problem. So that can be a little aggravating, but otherwise than that, it's pretty fun. Another thing I like about this game so far is the weapons are fun to use. I like the fact that they are just saying fuck ammunition, because we all have lasers, and the only way you're gonna have to actually reload is if you overheat the weapon, which is not even reloading, it's more like just cooling down. And there's also a little quick trick to let it cool down a little faster if you press square right at the beginning when it overheats, to the point where, okay, cool, now it's gonna cool down a lot faster, and I can get back into the action real fucking quick. So that is actually pretty awesome, and I like the fact that there is a there are weapons that they don't have ammunition, and there are some other like weapons in the game where they can't be your main weapon, but they're also another weapon you can at least like shoot one bullet with, or you use it for a limited time. And the grenades, they regenerate. I actually do enjoy that because it is aggravating where like you're in a situation where you throw your grenade by either accident or because you thought someone was there and it explodes, and now you're thinking, wow, I'm not gonna get that grenade back ever. And hey, at least they actually take the time where if you survive long enough and you're still killing bad guys, you can regenerate another grenade and just and now you're for sure someone's in that room, and you just toss that bitch in there and just like kablooey, and it's like white bitches out. So I just think that's also another amazing factor that they put in there. It actually reminded me of Destiny. There's a few things in Destiny which I can say are pretty awesome in that sense, where I like how you can regenerate certain things and all that, like grenades. I like how you could do that. That was actually pretty nice of them to do that. Anywho, back to the Star Wars Battlefront, like talking all that. I do enjoy the fact that they did that, and I thought it was a good idea. Another thing I like so far is I like the whole pretty much like I just like the fact that it's like the old like not the old like the rebels versus like the clone troopers, and it's like awesome. I love that they do specifically that, and it's just like it makes you feel awesome. It's like you're playing, it's like you're in Star Wars and you're like in battles that no one knew about, or it's like you're in a battle that people did know about. It's just that maybe there's a different outcome which causes like a different storyline to happen and all that. So I'm looking real forward to actually playing it, and I actually plan on like getting Star Wars Battlefront and putting it on my channel just to either make a cool montage of badasses and shit, or to have more videos like this where I can sit there and do some commentary, and hopefully they are positive ones instead of negative ones, because trust me, if there is something wrong with this game, I will fucking talk shit about it for a long time. Because okay, now I'm gonna start going into the things I'm afraid about. Now I'm not saying that it will be bad, but here's the thing, I'm hoping it doesn't have a Battlefield 4 effect on me. Alright, let me put it in a retrospect of a girl. Alright, so it's pretty much like this. Battlefield 4, you hear about her, she seems pretty nice. You're thinking, hey, I met her mom, who's Battlefield 3, and she was really nice. So, hey, what about Battlefield 4? The daughter, I bet she's really cute. I bet she's really nice. Then she comes out, and you're like, oh, you're all excited to meet her. But then all of a sudden, she's just a shitty person. She's just a total bitch to you. She's like calling you a cunt muffin, no dick having little bitch, all that shit, and you're just like, what the fuck's up with this bitch? And but for some reason you guys just start like going out, like hanging out a lot, like in the beginning, because you guys are just trying to get to know each other, and she's, the more you know her, the more she's just a bitch, and you're just like, what the fuck? And then you like, no, bitch, fuck you, I ain't hanging out with you, and then you disperse for a little bit. Now let's say a year passed, and then all of a sudden she comes back to you and she looks at you, and you're just like, oh shit, she's gonna say some bitch ass thing to me, isn't she? And she looks you in the eyes, she actually has a serious look, not even a serious look, more like an apologetic look, and she's like, hey, I'm sorry, and I think we should try again, as in to being friends and all that. So you're just like, hold up, what the fuck? Hold up, wait a minute, hold up, did she say sorry? Hold up, I don't know if that's in her vocabulary. I don't even know if that's physically possible for her to say that. And then you look at her and you're just like, you know what, fuck it, alright, I guess we can hang out once in a while. And you hang out, and then she's improved a lot. She's not like a bitch to you all the time. She has like her random bitch moments, but that's like every girl in the world. So she has her random bitch moments, but you guys are cool, and then you guys become cool friends. And that's why she's in the friend zone after that huge bitch moment, like that whole like phase where she was just a total bitch to you. And now because of that, she's just a friend to the point where you can't say she's that awesome. In retrospect, I'm saying that's why I consider Battlefield 4 still technically a bad game. Why? Because you cannot justify a bad game by saying, oh, it's good now. That's like, okay, so you're telling me, okay, I got a broken game and now it's good because a year of them fixing it? Yeah, no. If I pay $60 for a game, or possibly more if there's like an edition thing and I kind of want it because I'm an asshole, I don't want you to sell me a broken game and then just all of a sudden just like, okay, it's good now a year later. That's not a good excuse, Destiny. And it's just a really aggravating where I'm just like, you can't use that to justify it. Well, I'm not saying Destiny was broken. I'm just saying Destiny didn't give me the full game. Anywho, not me stop talking about Destiny. Right now, I'm just hoping that doesn't happen with Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, and all that. So, Now let's talk about the things that were kind of bad. Obviously, there was going to be a lot of lag, so I do not consider that back then. The only reason I do not consider it a bad thing is due to the fact that, well, it's just the beta. It makes sense why the lag would be like pretty fierce on it, and there'd be kind of a few bugs there, here and there, and all of that. So you might be thinking, all right, what could be so bad about this game? Well, here's the thing. I'm worried that, well, this is more like a worry thing. I feel like this is going to happen, where if there's like unlimited ammo, pretty much where they're all lasers, there's going to be that few overpowered weapons, but they're also unlimited ammo, and that is a huge problem. Now, things that were bad about this game, in my opinion, was the map. Yes, I said Hoth was like, really beautiful and all that, but it was boring. Yeah, I said it. It was boring. It was really plain. It was just, okay, pretty much all they did was like, all right, here's a parking lot. All right, here's a field. We're going to put a hill right here. Hill right here. Oh, no, you can go inside this little room, which, like, has its own like little travel ways and whatnot. And then here's a door out. And then, all right, here's a few trenches and all that. It's really boring. It was really basic. And it was so wide. That's the thing that was wrong with this map, honestly. It was just too boring because they overstretched many things. And instead of it being chaotic, which is a little bit more fun, honestly, I prefer chaotic kind of maps where they're like they're big, but there's like such a clusterfuck where people can run into you anywhere and they fuck you up from the side while you're shooting this guy from behind and like all this shit. That's why I personally didn't like Ghost a lot, because, well, not a lot, but it was just why I consider Ghost an alright game. Ghost is in my friend zone games, like Piles. That's where I put Ghost. Ghost is in the friend zone, just like Battlefield 4 was. And I'm gonna explain that in another video one day. But anywho, playing just Star Wars, it's just so boring. Like, you were running around a little bit. Another thing is the maps are like, the map, I love that it's huge. It's just that when you have that much space of just nothingness, it's just really boring. Like, walking around that game is just a pain. It's a pain in the ass. I feel like we should have like some type of ride in that like map, that kind of map right there, where there's so much space of just nothingness. The only thing filling up that space is the AT-AT. Now I get maybe they were just making all that space so the AT-ATs can have a path to walk on, but I feel like they should have had some other type of vehicle that other players can use to get across the map a little faster. Like maybe one of those creatures that they cut open and then lived inside of for a night because they didn't want to freeze to death, and it would have been pretty much alright to have that. I would think that'd be a fun thing to do, and it would have been like actually pretty damn good. I actually thought I would have thought everything would be a lot easier. It'd be a lot more fun. And if you want, you can make them have like some like skill kind of put into it. Like, I don't know if 2 people can ride it, but hey, if 2 people can ride it, you can have one riding and one shooting while on top of it and stuff like that. Like if it was like a vehicle in Battlefield 4 or Hardline or whatever, I think that would have been a little bit more interesting, and I suggest you guys do that. Hope you do. Doubt it, but it's a suggestion. Now another thing, well, I saw that, I'm saying the suggestions with it as I go along. And another thing that I know is going to happen, there's going to be an overpowered weapon that has pretty much unlimited ammo with the whole laser factor. And I'm going to say right here, the only way you can stop that is by making those weapons have ammunition. I know it sounds like a cheese dicking move, but for people who are like, oh my god, it's your best weapon ever, but it's completely unfair, because when you get destroyed by it, you're like, what the fuck, this thing is messed up. I do not want to have another incident like the Uzi, in my opinion. I have a bad taste in my mouth with the Uzi, because that weapon feels like it can kill you from anywhere, and it's like, what the fuck. I'll get in a gunfight with it, shoot that motherfucker up first, he turns around and then kills me so fucking quick. I'm like, what the fuck, hold on, wait a minute, what did he have? And it says Uzi, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Are you telling me the Uzi somehow just dropped me that fucking? I do not want that kind of incident. There needs to be weakness to some weapons if you're gonna have that. You have to like put a handicap in there. Another thing I did not like about this game was the heroes in this game. I did not like the whole Luke and Darth Vader thing. Now wait, let me rephrase that. I did like the Luke and Darth Vader thing. I thought it was awesome. I enjoyed being Darth Vader and choking bitches out, because I'm in that kinky shit, and I know she likes rough sex. But my problem with the whole like heroes thing is it's not hard to get. It's really fucking easy. I became Darth Vader like 3 times. 3 times, like in less than like let me see, how many games did I play? I played actually probably a lot of games, but let's say like out of the 10 games, I was like Luke or Darth Vader at least like 5 times, like half the time, because they're not that hard to get. And honestly, when I first started playing this, I wasn't good. I was like going like 9 and like 15 on my first few games, and I still became Darth Vader at one point because I just found a token that says, "Oh, become Darth Vader," and I was like, "What the fuck? Okay, sure." And I became Darth Vader, and I was like, "Okay, I didn't feel like I earned this." So I feel like, first of all, if you're gonna have something like that, make sure they earn that shit. Making sure it's like, okay, cool, okay, they have like 20 kills without any deaths. Like, holy shit, give it to them. Oh fuck, this homie right here is going 30-0. What? Okay, I think he deserves that. And I feel like it should be more of a score streak kind of thing. Because it's a pain in the ass, like dealing with people who don't even earn it. Because even when I was using, I was thinking, okay, I really did not even earn this, did I? And I'm just like, well, this is awkward. So a suggestion for that is make it like a score streak in a way. Make them have like a certain amount of kills to get before they can use it. But the only problem is, well, how many can there be? Because, you know, what if there's like 2 guys and there's like one who went 25. Honestly, if you set a goal for it, like set a certain mark where someone could be that, and whoever gets to it first, it's like a little competition between like the enemy team, because, you know, they're trying to probably get Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader, whoever the fuck they are. They're trying to hurry up and get someone to be that up, like up there. But it's also like a little competition within your own team to see who can get like Darth Vader or who can get Luke Skywalker before, you know, each other. Like, think about it. If there was an opportunity where I can be Darth Vader and it says, okay, you have to get like 20 kills without deaths, then I'd be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna focus all on that, make sure I don't die, make sure I help out my teammates so they can live too, while I'm just trying to slay buddies at the same time. Because think, if I'm helping my teammates out, think I'm either going to be able to get a few kills in there, or I'm going to be able to just wipe out a whole group. Because hell, I actually at one point wiped out a whole fucking like group. I killed like 8 people. It was the most amazing thing ever. It was the first day, and the day I wasn't recording because I was just like, nah, I don't want to record it because, you know, I feel like I'll do terrible if I record, and I won't be able to like ever. And I doubt, like, you know, I actually thought I was going to do any good. I thought I was going to get wrecked on the first day. I was like thinking, I don't want to record because I'm going to get destroyed. I want to wait till I'm a little bit better, maybe a couple hours later, and I'll record. And then I just start slamming on these fools. And then when I start recording, I start second balls. So now I'm here. So anywho, I'm just thinking, if you have like a little set goals, boom, now you have your team trying to work together and trying to reach a certain goal for one of them at least to get it. Like, think about it. If they see someone who's doing good in general and he's like going like, oh shit, he's 17 and 3 right now. How many times have you died? Wait, you died 3 times so far. Were they in between your like your scores? Oh no, I died 3 right in the beginning of the game, but then I started killing fools and now I'm 17. So 17-0 in the between, if you think about it. And then they're like, oh shit, we need to help that guy out. We need to watch his back, make sure no one can, like, if he's slaying bodies, we gotta make sure someone's watching like his back, because someone can come right behind him and fuck him over. And think about that. Now you have a team actually just trying to defend one guy to become Darth or Luke. There may be like a way where teams are just like, you know what, hey, who's gonna be Darth? Who's gonna be Luke? We need to fucking make sure we get that. And it's like a fun little goal that others can have. Now, most likely the way the gaming community is, because everyone's a bunch of douchebags, no offense, most likely you guys are going to try to be selfish and just be like, hey, I'm going to go get myself some kills and fuck you. And I'm gonna watch you die too, because I want to be Luke. I want to be Darth Vader. And it's just like, what the fuck, homie? Like, I'm at 19 and 1. I haven't died like ever since, like, I died in the beginning of the game. So I'm doing just fine. I need just one more kill. And, you know, you see one guy and, hey, look, there's some guy coming right behind him. You have the opportunity to take him out before he shoots that guy who's going 19 and 1. And you sit there and watch him die because you were thinking, well, hey, I'm 17 and 0. I can probably wait, let him die, kill that guy, and then I just need 2 more kills and become Darth or Luke. And it's gonna most likely be like that anyway. So yeah, I thought it'd be a cool idea to actually set a limit, so it's like a little competition to actually put people to the test and all that to actually reach a certain goal. Now, I actually think there can't be multiple times. I think they should be limited on how many times Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker can actually be within the battle. I actually think there should only be a one-time opportunity. That is it. I think there should only be a one-time opportunity. There can only be one Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker moment in the game whatsoever. Like, okay, the moment you become Darth Vader, that's it. There's no more Darth Vaders anymore. That's it. Darth Vader's out. Oh, well, the other team's using Luke right now, and alright, now Luke is out. Now, that means it's back to regular gunfights, and I think that would be actually pretty interesting. Now, my problem with Luke and Darth Vader is they are too overpowered. Now, of course, you're thinking, well, that makes fucking sense. Like, they're fucking OG gangsters, and they're pretty much a badass score streak. And yes, I think that is, that makes sense why they're so strong. But I feel like they should have some type of weakness, because the fact that they're so strong. It feels like when you're hitting these people with your lasers against Darth Vader or Luke, it feels like if you're getting a noodle and you're slapping with it. Like, here you go. Like, it's like if I was to, like, okay, it's like if I were to grab this Reese Pieces right here and then just like toss it at like the back of your shoulder. You're gonna be like, what the fuck was that? Like, you're not gonna even notice it probably. You're gonna probably like feel it and be like, what was that? And it's like, what? Okay, that did absolutely nothing. So I'm just feeling that, hey, we need to give these guys a weakness. Like, I don't know, headshots, because that is the most like weak. That is the ultimate weakness of a human body, is the head. Like, hey, do like double damage for them whenever they shoot them in the head. Like, it doesn't have to be like, a lot of damage that you have to put into, but think about it, when you hit them in like the chest or in general in this game, it does like pretty much almost nothing. It takes like a whole, you'll probably need like 8 people just to drop his health halfway before he kills like everyone. So I'm just thinking, okay, hey, this is what we need to do. Try to at least, have a weakness for like headshots, where instead it does like normal damage, like instead, like, because that is not normal damage. That's like dividing by 2 damage whenever you shoot these guys, or divided by 3 or some shit, because it is like nothing to them. So what I'm sitting here thinking like, hey, let's do like ×2 damage whenever you shoot them in the head. Because think about Luke Skywalker, his head is vulnerable, and I doubt, like, just because he's a goddamn Jedi, hey, I'm a Jedi, I have the Force, and blah blah blah. My head does not like your fucking lasers do not affect my face whatsoever. So I understand they could block lasers too. So hey, I don't see why not add double damage towards the head. Darth Vader, same thing, due to the fact that he kind of needs that to live in general. So it makes sense. So yeah, right there, you might want to give these guys a weakness so we can actually be able to defeat these guys, but at the same time struggle in general. So that's all I really have to say about Star Wars Battlefront and about what they can do to change the game. I don't really know that much else that was a problem in this game to me. Of course, the spawns can use a little work. Remember, it's a first-person shooter game that is a beta, and it is not going to be perfect on the beta. So I have to understand that and make sure I have to make sure and understand that this game will not be flawless. So after all that, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please remember to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, cookies and milk. And I'll see you guys next time. And the next video will most likely be a Destiny video. I will see you guys next time. Peace.